Hey everybody, Spaceman Spiff here with another episode of Spaceman Climbs. And this one, it's going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. It's not, it's going to be 3 different games. As you can see, I've got game 1, 2, and 3 loaded up here. And it's not all the same race combination or anything. The one thing they do have in common is that all 3 are against the same player that were back to back to back. And actually, there were 5 games in a row that I played against this guy. And so I saved them and I'm going to cast them because I thought it might be fun to do something a little different. And I'm starting to run a little low on replays here, so I have to start playing some more so I can build up a bit more of a reservoir. Anyway, so we're going to jump into game 1. It's on Echo Isle. You can see my opponent is S2000. And right away, well, first I'm going to switch over to my view. It's an Undead Mirror, which is a very small map, and I want to try and do something aggressive. So already you can see I'm building Crypt Zig, which is outside of the box for me. Normally with Undead, I think definitely you'll expect to see a Crypt Fiend opening, but that's not what's happening here already. And I'm just going to pause so you can see right away. This is game 3. Game 1, he disconnected, which did seem feasible. He left at a strange time, I remember. And then the second game, he said, you played lame. So I don't remember how that game went, but this is the 3rd game in a row on the same night that I played against this guy. And you know, he shouldn't have said you play lame, because that clearly means he does not like playing against things that are outside the box, and that just encourages me to go even more outside the box. So that is what's happening here. I have Crypt Zig, and then I'm building another Crypt. And I'm going to go for an all-in ghoul push. That is, I think, pretty clear through this. And I do this, you know, not very often. It's probably not the strongest play, but it can surprise people. It's definitely a really strong hit on a small map like this, where the walk distance is small, and I'm going to be able to rally ghouls from 2 different crypts, and they'll be arriving pretty quickly. So that's what my thought process was. Also, he's an Undead player. The previous 2 games, he had gone Death Knight and Fiends. Based on his comment here, it looks like he's probably going to try and go Death Knight and Fiends again, because he doesn't like playing lame. He likes playing what is known to work. So that's what I'm expecting, and that's what's going to happen here. Either way, I'm building my altar now, and I've thought about this too. I'll tell you in advance. I'm going to be building a Cryptlord, so I'm not going to rush this attack, right? I'm not going to be hoping to push ridiculously early, sorry, I'm tripping over my words here a bit. I'm not going to get a neutral hero. It would be possible to get a neutral hero, and that would get my hero out significantly earlier, because then obviously I won't have to wait the build time for my hero on an already late altar. But by doing that, you I think you get ahead of yourself, because it's still very important to get that Tomb of Relics. You still need that Rod of Necromancy up, and it's okay to be a little bit patient. I'm going to be coming with so much force that it doesn't matter that my hero is a little bit delayed. It's still such a big push. I think it's better to just wait the hero out. You'll also notice I sent 2 ghouls pretty early across the map to start harassing. It's because I've now reached a point where I'm not going to need a whole lot more wood for the rest of the game. I'll need enough to build a relic, maybe another ziggurat, but for the most part it's just going to be ghoul production from this point on. So sacrificing the income of these 2 ghouls to try and get some harassment in, I think is worth it, and we'll see if I accomplish anything. Immediately we see he's building a forward-facing Nerubian tower, so he's aware that I'm probably going to be aggressive. I drew out a death coil, not a big deal, but it's something, and I am forced to run away pretty quickly because this Nerubian tower would have resulted in the deaths of these ghouls. But I scouted out. I see exactly what I expected to see. It looks like he might have forgotten his second ziggurat. Is it coming down yet? So, excuse me, I think I'm probably in his head a little bit at this point. Yeah. Either way, I now have lots of wood income. My relic's on the way. My Cryptlord's building. 24 out of 30. I should probably build another ziggurat. I'll bet that's my next thing. Or do I get another ghoul? I get another ghoul. Still trying to cause some damage here with these 2, and I'm keeping him at bay. He's trying to draw me into the Nerubian tower. He's building a Crypt Fiend. But he's playing it very, very cautiously. I think I definitely, at this point, I'm already in his head. So there it is. I hate that my computer does this and you can't see Undead buildings as they build. But this is, believe it or not, a ziggurat. We can see it here. And as soon as this finishes, I'm going to be moving out. Let's see. Not much. He got a snare off on my ghoul. I don't think he'll be able to kill it. I know I'm going for the skeleton. Just try and pick up what little experience I can. Yeah, my ghoul's going to get away. So that's nice. Maybe not. Is he going to chase him? He'll get the kill if he chases. He does get the kill. Oh, but I got the skeleton kill. Look at that experience gain. 12. Does he get it? Yeah, there it is. So he's a little bit ahead in experience. He's got a Crypt Fiend. I almost lost this ghoul, but luckily he survived. And now I'm moving out. So I definitely should have sold the teleport. I definitely regret not having done that. That extra gold to pump out these ghouls a little faster would be nice. But what's done is done. I've already moved out, and it's too late to move back. Notice I also don't have a graveyard. I didn't try and hang around and wait for some beetles to turn up. Instead, I'm just going to use his graveyard against him. My ghouls will create bodies. I'll definitely be able to kill some things. And if I position the fight near the graveyard, then I'm going to be able to really, hopefully, use that against him. So this Creepjack was nice. I didn't get any kills on him, but I denied him some experience. I got the Circlet of Mobility, which is obviously a great item. Also gets me a little closer to level 2, so hopefully Spiked Barricade, or not Barricade, Spiked Carapace will be a, well, not hopefully, it will be beneficial to have, absolutely. It got me a little closer there. Anyway, here comes the fight. So I'm moving in, standard undead from him, right? He's got, does he? No, okay, he does have his other Ziggurat here. He's got Death Knight, some Fiends. He's definitely behind in tech, or creeping. He should be level 2 at this point. I think that's a mistake on his part. But other than that, this is a pretty standard undead build from him. And I came in with my super delayed hero going Crypt, Ziggurat, Altar. And let's do it! 36 of 40 food for me compared to 25. So again, my army really is significantly bigger. He's got one Nerubian here, but that's not going to matter in this swarming kind of attack. Even if he's slowing my Crypt Fiend, that's alright. And I kind of just, not a lot of micro here. Not a lot of micro, just let everything attack something. Try and make sure all of my ghouls are doing something. I'm going to lose ghouls. I'm not going to stress out over trying to keep them alive. Like, he's going to die. A couple of them are going to die. It's better to trade and let him get some experience and deal as much damage as possible than to get in my own way and try and micro. But it's going pretty well, right? I've almost used up all my rod. I'm nearing level 3 now, though. My skeleton, or my beetles are doing great. His hero is stuck. Another Crypt Fiend is about to go down. An Acolyte's going down. And I think that's going to be game. I think he's going to call it. You can see he was clearly upset with me. So that was game number 3. I'm sorry I don't have 1 and 2 saved. I didn't think to save them. But that was a good win. I thought it was fun. It was really quick. And now, I played against him 3 times. I was playing this live on stream as well. So some people were watching and it's like, okay, I've got to search right away. I want to find this guy again. And, oops, this is the wrong thing. And that's exactly what happened. So the very next game, S2000 against Spaceman Spiff. We see he's undead again. I imagine he's going to be going Death Knight and Fiends. And, well, I guess maybe what I said before wasn't entirely correct because we have another undead mirror. But this one, it's on a bigger map. I had just gotten them with the Cryptlord push. I thought, I'm not going to try and do that again. I don't think the map's ideal for it. I don't know. That was my thought process. Also, I was feeling like I probably have the mental edge on this guy at this point. I'm definitely under his skin, as we saw by his good game call at the end of the last game. So I thought I'd try and do something different and catch him off guard with something else outside the box. Deep breath. I'm not sure entirely what that is, though. I believe I'm going to be going Dreadlord first this game. I'm going to fast forward it just a little bit. Let's see where he is. Okay, he's over here. He's doing completely standard. Let's see. Crypt. Let's keep it sped up. Don't want to waste too much time here. But Dreadlord opening. And now I'll slow it down. So he comes, he scouts me out with a Crypt Fiend. He sees that it's another undead mirror. And I think that's kind of strange that he crept like that, but that he scouted like that, but it worked out for him. If he had been a little bit later, it would have been nice to get a Sleep Surround on the Crypt Fiend, but no luck there. Either way, he's over creeping the green camp. He's slightly ahead of me, but not much. And I move out immediately with my Dreadlord and Ghouls. So it's not like last game, or it's not an all-in like last game, but I am going to be aggressive. And it's not my standard Dreadlord opening where I think people expect to see a fast expand, right? Which I do quite a bit, and I think people expect it. So maybe when he sees this, he thinks I'm going to try and move into a fast expansion. But my play is not that. I'm going to be going for a tier 2 Necromancer play. At least that's what I believe I'm going to be doing. It's been a while since I watched this game, but that's what the strategy looks like. Like this is the kind of thing I do when I'm doing a 50 army Necromancer ghoul push. So I poked in. I see that he's in his base. He hasn't teched yet. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. So I ran south. I'm going to creep this, and then I'm going to go poke in again and try and maybe get some Acolyte kills. Because I've seen he's kind of vulnerable there, right? I beat him last game by going in really quickly. I believe in game 2, which we did not see, I beat him by going quickly. That's why he called it a lame strategy. And so why fix what ain't broke, right? If it's working for me, I'm going to keep trying it. So I came down here, I creeped this out, basically just to give him enough time to leave his base. I should take off Fog of War. So when I initially came into his base, I saw that he was here and ready for me. By running south, creeping this, I really don't gain much in terms of experience. In terms of this time wasted running north and south is probably not worth it. But what it does do is lulls him into a kind of a false sense of security, and I'm thinking he's probably now left his base. He's not still hanging around there. So that's kind of why I did this. Really, I think the better play for him would have been to come and creep here, or to come and creep this, or to position himself here and creep that. By going this way, he left himself open for me to run back in north, right? And we know that he's gone that way now. But he saw me run south. He should have gone in this direction, not up here. That said, maybe he was nervous of the Dreadlord. Sleep surrounds are very powerful early. He doesn't want to use his teleport. So maybe that's why he went north. But it leaves him vulnerable. So I see he's started his tech. He teleports immediately, but I'm going in. I've got 5 ghouls here. It doesn't matter if I lose all 5 ghouls. That's still not the end of the world. Not that I want to, but I really want to try and delay his tech or hurt his economy here. So I let these guys kind of hold the line, but you can see I'm splitting up my ghouls and skeletons to focus a bunch of different acolytes. So one goes down. This one's going to go down. I think that's 2. Am I going to get 3? And he cancels his tech. So that's massive. I was so happy to see that. I've now lost 3 ghouls. And I'm teleporting out with 3 ghouls. Sorry, I still have 3 ghouls alive. So I lost 2. Well, I put them on wood, and it looks like they're going to get away, thankfully. But that was unintentional. I guess I could kind of try and pass it off as intentional and say that I'm using these as scouting. But it wasn't. That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted these ghouls back here. Either way, now I know I'm so far ahead in tech, right? He had to cancel his tier 2 tech in order to replenish acolytes. He's got 3-2 building, and he's still on his necropolis, where I've already started to Black Citadel. So I'm way ahead in tech. That's why before getting a second hero, before getting any tier 2 structures, I just prioritized Black Citadel, because I want to exploit my tech advantage. You'll see, I'm sure this is where the Temple of the Damned is going to be going down very shortly. It should be where it's going down very shortly. No. It's just like last game. He chases down another ghoul. Do I get... Oh, damn. So he gets the kill, but that's okay, because I'm still so far ahead. There's my Temple of the Damned. Ghoul production should not have stopped. There we go. And I think my play is to go out harassing again. You know, I can creep, but having a level 2, even a level 3 Dreadlord here is not going to help me all that much. Again, my biggest advantage is the fact that I'm way ahead in tech, so I just want to try and keep him pinned in his base, and I want to exploit the advantage that I've gained. So I'm not going to overcommit in here again, unless he's started teching and he's nowhere to be seen. But I no longer have a teleport, so it's really risky to go in there. I also am all about the timing push now, right? I want to hit tier 3, get my Ghoul Frenzy, get my Necromancers, and move. So now, at this stage in the game, these ghouls are not nearly as expendable as they were earlier. Earlier, I would have had enough time to replenish more ghouls. I was able to delay his tech. If I go in this time, I'm not going to be able to delay his tech nearly as efficiently, and losing 5 or 6 ghouls will drop me below a reasonable food limit to make a strong tier 3 push at 50 food. Hopefully I'll be at 50 food, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, he moves out just a little too far. Sleeps around. Bye-bye. So this worked out very well for me again. I'm sure it's driving him absolutely crazy because he's been pinned in his base, and now, even though he's got the level advantage, I'm going to get the kill. Bam. And he starts pulling back, sleep. And I get another kill. So I know I'm very much under S2000's skin right now. He's got Spirit Tower over here in Nerubian. He's stuck in his base. His Death Knight is on his way back. I've caught up in hero levels at this point, and things are looking really, really good. Let's see. I'll have 3 Necromancers shortly. Ghoul Frenzy is just about to begin, and I say it every time. I'm going to wait until I have Ghoul Frenzy. I'm going to wait until I have all 3 Necromancers, and then I'm going to start my push, and I'm going to start upgrading Necromancer tech and those kind of things. You know what? I just want to quickly... I remember I screwed this up for the last video. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Boom, level 3. So I have level 2 sleep, which is really, really strong. I think that mana reduction on sleep is really important. At level 5, I can see the merit in getting level 3 Vampiric Aura, but at level 3, I think it's definitely worth it to get sleep, just so you have a little more ability to spam it, because that's really where sleep... Early game, sleep is good for sleep surrounds. Mid and late game, sleep surrounds aren't nearly as effective just because the enemy has an army. So I think sleep is more effective as a spammable skill just to try and disrupt their APM or mistime their heroes casting their spells or things like that. So you want it to be a little less mana just so that Dreadlord's able to take advantage of it. Let's see. I have Adept Training, I'm getting Skeletal Mastery, I've got Ghouls just rallying along the way, building a second Crypt because I want to just maintain this ongoing push. And I think I'm going to be able to win the game right here. So here we go, 1-1 upgrades, 44-50 food, level 3 Dreadlord against, let's see, he's going to be level 3 Death Knight very shortly, but as soon as he's moving out to try and creep something, I'm on him, which is great. He's got a Slaughterhouse. Wow, I can see it building. That's nice. That's about it. He's at 39 of 40, so I'm already way ahead. The only thing he's got going for him is the fact that I'm pushing into his base, which has 2 Spirit Towers, a Nerubian, and a Hall of the Dead. But here goes the push. He's going to be coming in from the south. He does have quite a few Crypt Fiends, which is 6 Crypt Fiends. So he'll be able to focus fire down Necromancers pretty efficiently if he can get within range of them. And he does manage to, so good sleep, but he still manages to kill the first Necromancer. I think he's going to kill the second Necromancer. But Ghoul Frenzy is just tearing these Fiends apart. The Necromancers have already done their job, right? Just by forcing the Fiends to get out of position to try and attack them, to take all this damage, was really tough. So now I'm swarming in. I think I'm overwhelming him. Do I have a teleport? Still no teleport for me, but I'm not too worried about it. It would be really nice to have dust. This is some good burrow micro from him. 1-2. A Lich pops out, but again, I think it's just too little too late at this point. I'm able to really quickly run this down. I'm still on his thing. He's at 21, so I've dropped down to 34 food. And I guess I got a little scared, so I'm pulling back. I'm going to regroup and go right back in. But already, well, not already, but again, it looks very similar to last game's strategy, I guess. I didn't even consider that, but swarming an undead base, lots of bodies, taking advantage of his graveyard, and exploiting my tech lead. I'm still, I pulled back here to just be conservative. I'm going to regroup and go again, but I know there's no way he's going to be able to hold this follow-up push. I canceled the Slaughterhouse. He still hasn't started going tier 3. He's going Crypt Fiends, so there's no way he's going to be able to produce enough to withstand this next big wave coming his way, especially because last fight he did manage to kill 2 of my 3 Necromancers, so that slows down a lot of my sustained push. But now that I'm going back in with 3 more, and he's lost so many Crypt Fiends, and I bought Dust, so Burrow's not going to be working anymore, I think I went into this last fight, or this next fight, knowing that there's no way I'm going to lose. The game is mine. And I'm sure he knows it as well. But he's stubborn, and this is the 4th game we've played, and he just wants to win. He's sick of my shit. Here it goes. Still 1-1. It would be nice to get another upgrade on my ghouls. Obviously, those upgrades benefit skeletons as well. But that was an unnecessary sleep. I go straight for the tomb. If I can kill that, then There's no more healing potions. Necromancers are starting to get in position. Dust. That's gonna end everything. He's really having a bad time today. So that's my 4-0 against this guy. And then this time we decided we'd wait a little bit because we didn't think he was looking immediately. So I think I waited like a minute or two for other people to find games. And then I hit search and almost immediately, bam! S2000, game 5, in a row, Undead. And I drew Orc this time. So this one is not the exact same. So Undead versus Orc, I like to play, or sorry, Orc versus Undead, I like to play a bunch of different strategies, but I think you all know that the Farseer is probably, well, he's definitely my most used hero as Orc. I think my Farseer is also my highest win percentage, and I think Orc is my highest win percentage of the 4 races, and I go Farseer the large majority of the time. So that's what I'm going to be doing this time. He came into this game a little friendlier. I completely understand. He's going to say something here which completely redeems him in my eyes. Where is it? Come on. Yeah. We've all been there, right? We've all been there. So, you know, I probably wouldn't choose to use the word faggot, but in general, I'll forgive him. That's all fine. But I'm gonna go for a hard harass, and I'm gonna tech, and I'm gonna do my Wyvern tech this time because I just still want to stay on top of this guy. I've been having so much success by staying in his face that I'm gonna do it again. It doesn't matter which race I have. I'm gonna keep exploiting what seems to be working against him. So Farseer's on the way. I built an early Voodoo Lounge, completely unnecessary. I'm not going to be... I don't think I'm going to be buying anything there. This is also an obnoxiously early burrow. I don't think I needed either of these, considering I'm not getting a barracks. This is a lot of wasted gold and wood that could have been dedicated to an earlier tech. What's done is done, though. I'm going to speed it up a bit just until my Farseer pops out. Where is he? There he is. And scouting with the Farseer, sending wolves to either base. Did not buy anything from the Voodoo Lounge, so I definitely shouldn't have done that. Tech starts, but if I had not built these 2 things, the tech could have started earlier, and now I could start my Voodoo Lounge and burrow. So misbuilt for sure. Could definitely have been done better for a hard tech, but at least I was unaffected by it because, again, I'm going Farseer and I'm staying in his face. So the fight is hopefully going to be outside his base, not outside mine. And I find him creeping. It's all going well. My wolves are about to catch up, and you know, I'm interrupting him. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage here at all. He's already getting his Nerubian. His base looks good. My wolves are not going to be able to get back there effectively. His Crypt Fiend Micro is definitely going to be more than enough to thwart my wolf Farseer harass. Good deny. That felt good. But ultimately, this is a good base, and my objective is not going to be to kill him or to gain experience. It's just going to be to minimize his ability to creep. So if I can keep him at level 1, that's amazing. If I can keep him from getting level 3 though, that's a win. I want to just keep him busy. Maybe if I can steal a creep here or there, I can draw out some coils that are unnecessary. Do I get it? I get the kill, so I'm keeping him down a bit. I am going to go for the skeleton now just to try and get some experience. Nope. No, put some damage on the Death Knight instead. Let's see, do I get that kill? I do. So a little more experience from my Farseer. Try and deny experience to him. Keep him busy. He uses a death coil and doesn't even get the kill on the wolf there. So that's a massive thing, right? Wasted mana. He does get that kill, unfortunately, but again, I'm keeping him back. He kills. Nope, doesn't get that wolf kill. Let's see. Things are still going very well. My tech is almost done. Let's see how his tech is. Way behind. So he's got the better army. He's going to start overwhelming me. I'm going to be pushed back soon, especially once he starts putting damage on my Farseer. But he gets another wolf kill. He uses a coil to get it. I think that's a valid trade. I think I'm coming out on top. And now I'm recognizing that I'm not going to be able to stay in his face for too much longer. So I think my play is to pull in here. I'm going to poke in the front door again, maybe attack the Tomb of Relics, but it's nearing a point where I know I'm going to have to retreat. So Let's see, there's some more experience for him. There's some more experience. Now my wolves are just fodder. He is in position. He's not afraid of my Farseer. I only have enough mana for one more summon. So I've just got to be careful. Last thing I want is for him to come and hit me right now, though, right? So I've still got to maintain that pressure at least as long as those bestiaries take to get up. So that's what I'm doing. I think my wolves are on cooldown, which is why I haven't summoned them yet. But I don't know what's going on here. Does he show up? Do I just get to attack the Fiend? The Fiend's probably just going to pull into the back, then the Rubian Tower will protect it. And I'm just not going to be able to do much. Realistically, I think these two wolves should stay out here with my Farseer, and I should have just gone for the Relic. Forced him to repair, or forced him to come back with his army. Instead, I overcommitted here. It doesn't really matter, but I feed him some more experience, and I think he's able to creep this out. Yeah. Which is an important creep on this map, right? He's going to get the Rune of the Watcher. That's what it's called. Anyway, so now I'm retreating. I have been successful in my harass. It hasn't gone incredibly well, but I feel like I'm coming out on top. I was able to dictate the pace of the game. Even though he thwarted my harass, he was still playing my game. I wasn't playing his. He had to react to me, not the other way around. And because he was reacting to me, I was allowed to dictate my tech straight to Wyvern. Now I have Tauren Chieftain out. My new goal is creep. I don't think it's worth it right now to go in with just my first two Wyvern and try and catch him off guard and maybe kill a Crypt Fiend. I think the play is instead build up that 50 of 50 army, get 6 or 7 Wyvern and surprise him. Because that way I'm going to be able to hopefully creep my heroes to level 3. That would be the goal, to have level 2 level 2 Wolves, level 1 Chain Lightning, and level 2 Shockwave. That's the goal. Because even if he has Fiends with Web, if I have Chain Lightning, Shockwave, and a critical number of Wyvern, I'm going to be able to kill them faster. Like, the Focus Fire battle is going to go in my favor, just because the damage output is so strong. At least that's what I'm hoping. And I know, again, that he's going Fiends, he's going to throw up a Slaughterhouse for statues, and he's probably endgame hoping to get to Destroyers. I just haven't let him get to that phase yet. So, here we go. I get my other rune. I hit level 2 on the Farseer, nearing level 2 on the Tauren Chieftain, which will be very nice to have the Endurance Aura. What's this? I think I deliberately threw away a peon to put me at 46 of 50, and that allows me to get 1 extra Wyvern. I think here I see that it's already been crept, so I'm going to pull back. I don't want to reveal my air units just yet, but it looks like he's seen them as well. So here's our first fight. Let's see, 6 Wyvern versus 6 Fiends. He is level 3-1 against my level 2-1, and he does have Web. So this is kind of a prime example of a fight that could go both ways. I think if I were to try and focus his heroes, it would go poorly for me, but I'm just going to go straight for Crypt Fiends, and the damage output is just really, really strong. So there's Shockwave, Chain Lightning. He webs 3 of my Wyvern, and it's very important not to chase here. I can't get picked off like that. I have to keep my units clumped. So even though he did web me and I was able to kill 1 Crypt Fiend, I'm not going to chase. Even though I was able to kill 1 Crypt Fiend, I'm not going to chase because he did web me. And as soon as I'm fighting 3 Wyvern against 6 Crypt Fiends, then I'm in a lot of trouble. This is going well though. Tome of Strength is nice. My Tauren Chieftain is nowhere near level 3, I guess, but he's getting there. I have now 7 Wyvern. My Farseer is level 2. Again, my goal, I think, is going to be try and creep level 3-3. Maybe not. Maybe I should push. I should probably push. It's more important to exploit my 50-50 army advantage than it is to try and get to level 3-3 and exploit that. Another armor item on my Tauren Chieftain. That's kind of nice. A little more survivability. Am I going to creep this? This is greedy. This was lucky that he wasn't coming through here. That would have been a kill for him. Where is he? Over there. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to creep that. We'll check it out after. Let's look at his base. Exactly what we said. About to hit tier 3. He's got, yep, completely standard Undead, another statue, another Crypt Fiend. No Destroyer form yet, but that's okay. Let's see, I creep this. There's my level 3-3, so it's not the one I thought I should do, but that's the way it's gone. I got another. This is a great item on a Tauren Chieftain. This is not so great, but it helps. Oh, look at that. I'm going to be super patient. I'm expanding. I've started my tech to tier 3, so yeah, okay. I guess I played this game a little differently than I remembered. That's a nice pick on the ghoul. That's going to frustrate him a little bit. I didn't want to overcommit just in case he had a fiend back here. He's getting a spirit tower. Not going to be able to do too much, but I killed the ghoul and I forced him to build a spirit tower. That's wasting his resources, right? Then I'm going to come creep this. He's over here creeping this, so I guess he's matching me for creeping potential at this point. But my heroes are really scary, especially if I can get a level 4 Farce here now. I think that's even more important than the Tauren Chieftain, just to get the extra chain wave, right? Level 2 shockwave, chain lightning is better than level 1 chain lightning. Yep. So tier 3, I'm researching more attack upgrades. I think I'm going to get a 3rd hero. I'm probably gearing up. Yeah, there's a burrow, so that's going to put me at 70. My 3rd hero is going to break upkeep, going to buy a tiny great hall and place it right here. So I will be at 80 of 80 or 55 of 80. I'll have Wyvern on the way, and my expansion will be running. That's the game plan. Let's see. Oh, so close to level 4-4. So close. He's creeping out down here. I'll turn this back on. Okay, I think my Wyvern are going to go back here. I probably should have caused a little more damage or a little more panic with them before. But, no, it's going to work. I'm going to be able to cancel this Ziggurat. Nice, he doesn't get money back for it. Maybe I get an Acolyte? No. No, and I pull back because I don't want anything silly to happen. I feel like I'm really in control of this game. Even though I haven't seen him in a while, I feel like I'm doing well, and I feel like this is really game-changing. It's a shame I have to wait so long and leave these guys idling. I was a little ahead of the curve going for that, but you know, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. This is critical, though. Undead players can run through this like it's nothing. Once I get the reinforced defenses, though, he's going to have a really hard time. And that's why I'm going to stand here for now, because rather than creeping a little bit extra, even though I really want level 4-4, to lose all of these towers and the burrow and the peons, all this investment, because I was not here, would be really, really unfortunate. It would be catastrophic, really, I think. But I get away with it. I place a tiny great hall. Reinforced defenses are coming soon. And now I'm looking for anywhere. I see that he's crept this. Just a Cloak of Shadows, so not much. I'm just looking for anywhere I'll be able to find level 3 or 4 for both my heroes. And of course, he arrives just as I left my base. So, like I was saying, he's going to easily take out this first tower. He's going to start focusing the second one, and it's going to go down very quickly as well. Fortunately, reinforced defenses do arrive, and that buys me a lot of time. And I'm going to come in from the north. So here we go. I'm at 63 of 80. That's it. So 63 of 80, all right here. And he is at 49. So I've got the bigger army. He has level 4-3, some pretty good items. I have level 4-3, 3-3-1. Yeah, 3-3-1. Pretty good items as well, I believe. That's pretty solid. Yeah, it's not great, but it's something. And I have an expansion now, so he has to take this fight, right? He can't let this go on. He needs to try and win the game right here. He picks up a Cryptlord, which I like. That's really strong against all these area units. Just minus 13 damage on my whole army. That's substantial. But I roar back, so it's only minus 1 damage now. And just like the last fight, I'm just focusing Crypt Fiends. I'm prioritizing one at a time, spamming my Shockwave and Chain Lightning every chance I get. And it doesn't matter that he has Web, just because my units are on the ground, but I just have so much damage output. He can't keep up with it. Coils can't keep up with it. He uses a Book of the Dead, but it's too late. I think I pull back just to be safe, but it's definitely too late. Also, Shockwave and Chain Lightning do quite well against clumped units like the Book of the Dead skeletons. And look at that. I come out on top. He calls good game, and I did not play him anymore for the rest of the night. So I finished 5-0 against S2000. He definitely got frustrated with me, but in the end, I got to give it to him. He called good game after 5 losses, which is, you know, we've all been there, right? So yeah, I think this one was fun. I wanted to post all 3 games because I didn't think any one of them was really worth going into, but all 3 in a row was different. It was, I don't know. You know. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Questions, comments, criticisms, always welcome. Like the video if you could like the video. If you want to subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. And either way, have a great rest of your day.